Hello, this is Indira with Green Pear Leather Goods. Uh, Thank you so much for watching this video. This video it's about showing you what I have here in my shop and the tools that I use to make my product. Um, so thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoy it. So thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. This is my high-lead post-bed sewing machine. I can sew corners with this machine. It's a industrial sewing machine, and it has been so helpful when I'm trying to sew like corners for my crossbody bags. So this is how it looks. I have my oiler right there. This is how it looks like. I have like a light. My light is right there. And I just plugged in the wall. Yeah. And I have my crossbody bags here. They're like halfway. I have my fabric here for my scrunchies, and yeah, these are my sewing tables. They're like a little bit high, like a little bit, and so this one, it's a typical, this one is like for extra heavy leather, like if I wanna sew like holsters or that kind of thickness, like really thick. I have my thread in there, some of it, and yeah, so I have my skiver here, highlight. Yeah, this has been so useful. I use it for my wallets, leather purses, and crossbody bags. It's just a useful machine that if you're doing like leather work, you have to have. I mean, this is just pretty much those the edges, like it thin the edges, so it's just really useful. And whenever you fold the leather, it goes really nice. I actually have two of my purses in here on stack. I have my scrunchies right there. Right here I have my smaller, this is just like a heavy duty, but it's home, like it's just not yeah. So this is, I like it because I got this in a state sale, and I just loved it whenever I saw it, and it was just like $50, and like I just don't regret getting it. I actually do my my scrunchies in here, like whenever you have to sew the XL scrunchies, like I just do the long, like whenever you have to sew really straight, I use this one. And I have another one like for home use. It's a Singer, yeah, it's a Singer one. I'll probably put it here too. And I have like a cutting machine in here, 5-in-1. And I have my flatbed, and 1541 GC 1541 New Tech. And this one is really good for, you know, flat, you know, whenever you want to stitch like straight stitching. Yeah, so this is just perfect for that. I just wanted to get you know, when it's just like so much behind it, it's just like I didn't know what to get whenever I started getting. I thought about getting like a heavy dirty flatbed. And so yeah, I think I was thinking about 1508 because I have, you know, a few people online use it, and you know it was working for them and their um in their you know, shop and whatever they were doing, and they were doing wallets as well with that. So I was just had my mindset that I wanted a 1508 and H, I believe that's what it was. And actually, because you know, like just like whenever you go to somebody who actually sells the machines, you know, and I got mine a Gold Star sewing machine. It was in California. You got, I live here in Louisiana, but yeah, so it was so nice, and you know they got mine machine shipped here, and they gave me a good deal. So yeah, so pretty much this one is the same as Juki 1541 as well, and this is like a GC 1541. And so he was just explaining, you know, how um, this machine has a lot of attachments. You know, like if you want to do like a zipper for the right or left, if you want to do so many things, you know. Actually, this is the last model that he told me that for industrial sewing machine, uh, that it will have attachments. So the 1508 actually don't have any attachments anymore, you know, like if you want to just stitch like a zipper or anything like that. So, and it actually, it's a really I have, it's a, you know, it sews really thick still, you know. And the 1508, I believe it's you know, for more, I mean, I think you can do a little bit more of thickness of leather, but I'm talking about maybe like really, really thick. And actually this one does the same thing. So he was just trying to explain it to me and just telling me, you know, yeah, this is, you know, actually if you want to do some if you want to get some attachments for your sewing machine, so this would be the perfect machine to do. So to buy it and just go with it. So I'm really happy with it. I saw, like, you know, like for the I'll and that way I'll show you how to, you know, which machine I use for what. And yeah, so for my products. And yeah, so I have my, I was planning to do some covers for these notebooks, you know, like leather covers, but we'll see where it goes if I have time to do that. And yeah, so these ones are my bobbins. I have so many bobbins here. So this one, it's this is for my actual post bed sewing machine. So I have them here, and I actually wind the bobbins just to have them ready. So I just have these ones here. So this one belongs to my post bed sewing machine. Yeah, and I have this right here, like my kid Andrew, he drew on my chair. Yeah, let's see. And yeah, so this is a good sewing machine. Like, you know, you can sew really, you can change the needles and it sews really, you know, thin, or you can change the needle to a thicker one, and then it just can sew really thick leather. And so I'm really happy with it because it does pretty much everything. It does pretty much everything, and I'm so happy, excited, to have it. And I was wanting to buy one for a long time, but I've been having it probably for 4 months since I got it, 4 or 5 months probably. And so yes, a new tech, and actually it's a little bit it's a lot cheaper than the Yuki ones, but it does the exact same thing. So actually it's the same model that Yuki, so it's 1541, and this is a GC 1541. So I'm really happy with it, like no problem so far. Actually, it has the holes in there that you can actually oil in there, so you can oil it. Yeah, so this one I do have my person here. So this one has been so helpful when cutting my material for my wallets, and actually anything that I want to cut, I can cut with this. So it's a really like a I'm not sure how many tons is this, but this is like 8 ton, but yeah, it's really heavy. So I actually move my everything around often. So you'll see I move my shop and my items every time around. So it's just like I'm just but this thing I cannot move. So I just have it here, and I just move things around it because it's so heavy. So heavy. But actually I got, whenever it was delivered, like two guys did it. And so it was just really, and still they were having trouble downloading it. And but yeah, so it just kind of has been so useful, like so useful. So just like a click and you cut everything. So maybe one day I'll do, like, whenever, I'm just showing my my instruments, like on this video, and my machines, what I do. And then maybe one day I can just go more in detail. I'm cutting this right now, this is how I do these, so I just yeah, so I'll try to organize everything and just try to do that. And so this is my, I have my, actually I have not been using this lately. Yeah, I use it, but yeah, so I don't know. It's my leather, it's just like a varnisher. It's been like a Cobra. It just sands, and just like the edges you can just put some kind of finish in there. So it's just like it just rolls in there, and it's really nice. And yeah, so at some point I'll start using it again, because whenever I cut my leather pieces in here, so it's just more like it's just like the edges are really, really nice, and it's just perfect. So I just know, but yeah, eventually I'll start using it again. And yeah, so and I have some of my other um thread in here. And these are just really my scissors, and just to be here, being honest here. Yeah, so I was just, at some point I was really, really obsessed with scissors. I didn't have any, like, for heavy, for leather, or for heavy cutting, materials. So I was just kind of like, I started to, I need to start doing some research about scissors. And yeah, and I was just like, okay. So I started getting really obsessed with them, and I started buying like different ones. And it just like really, like I have well, these ones are just leather ones. This is just like some leather scissors. I have my tie. Let me see. I have this one. have, you know, my rotary cutter. Well, this is I cut my fabric with. And I got these ones like this. Got those, and then I got that, and then and you know, these ones actually I have another one, smaller one right here, the Kai one. Huh, I think I left it somewhere. Okay, so over here I have more scissors. So these ones are really nice. I got these ones from the UK, the United Kingdom. So they came in, these ones are really nice. So these ones are the same, but let me show you. I had another one. And let me see. So I have 3 like this. I have 3 and they come like this. So I have 3, and these ones are really nice because I ordered the first one and see how like thin it is. Like, I don't know, but it's just different than the other ones. And this is, the brand is El Firli. If you can see it right there you go. Yeah, so these ones are really to cut like leather, like any kind of material. It's really nice. So actually these ones are my 2 new ones. I have another one like this that I've been using, and that's the one that I started using. So yeah, and I have this one. This one is a single one. So yeah, I believe this is 9-inch. So I have this one, and then I have this one right here. I have not been using them, all of them, but you know, yeah, sometimes I just use them just to try to take them out. So this is another one that I got. This is like 12-inch. This one is 10.5 inches. So yeah, so I have these. I have these. I have these 2. And I have this. I have this one. I have another one smaller, like Kai scissors. I mean, this is really good. Like, you know, when I cut like fabric, it's been really good. But lately I've been cutting like my fabric with the Rotary Cutter, which is, it's really nice. It's good. I mean, been using this a lot. So yeah, so let me see. Yeah, so this is my table. This one has a story too. This nice table, it's a really nice one. And guess what, guys? I got it for free. Yeah, so a friend of mine, yeah, so she, you know, somebody gave it to her, and she was not using it. So actually she had it outside, you know, it was just getting bad. And so she didn't have a use for it. And yeah, so when I got it, actually was, you know, a little bit like stained, you know, with the white. So actually my husband and I, like, you know, we painted the we sanded it a little bit with, you know, the stains were, and then we just painted it with white paint again. And so actually this one, you can see, like, I have my leather right here, so I have different leather colors, and it comes actually comes out. It comes out. See, like it's just like it in the bottom. You can put it back inside, and this one again. Yeah. So this one comes out, and you can put it back in. So yeah, and it's just such a nice table. You know, this one's, if you can see, this table is a little bit not that high, and this one goes to my about my waist, and this one just right there. It's a little bit, you know, lower. Yeah, so I have my, this one's, I need to organize a little bit more. I have my tools in here, my leather tools. Yeah, so I have it crepe cut. I have it crepe cut all the way there. So I have my everything that comes with it is right there. And I have like a Nimbus printer. No, Mangbin. Yeah, that's what it is. And yeah, so I have it there. So I need to learn how to set it up. So I know, you know, but you know, just, yeah, to print labels or stickers, because I actually have a lot of stickers already right there, but you know, save. And I need to learn how to use it, so like that I can print all the stuff. I don't know if I have to get like a you know, like a software with it. I don't know. I'm telling you, I mean, I was so rusted with all these internet and, you know, social media and everything. So I'm just started, you know, trying to come back, and just like it has so many has so it has changed so much. I mean, it's just so hard, but I'm just trying to go and, you know, trying to learn, like, you know, the editing software. And, you know, like I started like the YouTube, I mean, this YouTube channel. And yeah, so I'm trying here. This is my computer when I do you know, like my working here for the internet, computer, everything. So I just use it. So this is really nice. And yeah, so and I have my printer. It's my printer right here, and the Epson, and it's been good. I can print my labels. Yeah, so this one is my hat press. Yeah, so I have, you know, I did my research, and yeah, they were so expensive, but actually I got this on eBay. And you know, I was just trying to, you know, try to make an offer, you know, for it. And actually I got an offer, but that was a brand new one. And I believe I paid like 100 or 75. I'm not sure, but between that 75 and 100. And I know these are really expensive, like, and it does the job, you know. I mean, I do my my labels in here. So with the heat press, I do so many at a time, and it just actually works fine, and I'm just so happy with it. Yeah, so this little thing, this long thing right here, this is my Scrunchie Fold, you know, like actually takes out that inside out. And has been so helpful. That's what I do. Because whenever I sew the scrunchies, like I just put it right here, and it just flips, and it just puts it flips the outside, the inside out, you know. And so so it has been so helpful. And yeah, so this is pretty much what I have. And this is my, again, my fabric, my leather. I actually have this to put my phone. I'm actually recording with my phone. Actually, I was asking my husband yesterday, you know, like if you know, like a good recording machine, but I don't know, like a camera or something. But I don't know, I have no idea like what to buy, if, you know, buying one is worth it, or just keep doing it with my phone. Yeah, and so it's just kind of, and another, you know, question that I have, I don't know if you guys can help me. But I've been downloading my content, you know, from my phone. So I actually have to email it to my email and then from there download it to my computer. But it's taking so long. So I don't know, like if the longer the video is, like the longer it will take to download it to my, you know, to my computer. So I don't know if there is a way, a software or something that can make it faster, or you know, can go from phone to something else, not to the computer or to the computer. But it's just like mine is just taking for like so long. So you know, it would be helpful to know something like that, you know. And yeah, so this is my table here, and actually these are my attachments for my 1541 machine. So I had to go through them, you know, like the hems, all that, like attachments. And look at these ones. I have to go through them more slowly. So I just have them here. I actually have my thread right there. I have some things in there. I have my thread. I have my t-shirt bags, you know, like to when I go to the market. So actually there is a story behind this too. I've been, I don't know, like on eBay too, like I try to buy my thread, you know, because that's what I use, like what I use the most for my scrunchies. So I've been trying, and you know, to get as many as I can. So I have these ones, but you know, I've been getting them like for 7 cones, like 8 cones at a time. So I don't think there's any more. But I just think I have enough now. So I just got like 6 more, like, but it was like 16 ounce. Like some of them, most of them are like the ones behind from the front ones, they're like 32 ounces. So it just kind of, it was like a really, really good price for it. And so yeah, I got it. I got, you know, a heater, because you know, my shop actually was like a garage, like, you know, we convert, you know, like the house garage into my shop. And so we put like that floor. So it like the heater, that unit is not connected to it, so it gets so cold in here. But I think it's better like that, because I think like that bill will be a lot higher if I don't we don't do it like that. And but yeah, and just that's my shop. So actually I just changed it, like rearrange everything. And yeah, so but you will see it different very soon again. Because you know, I just like to have rearrange everything differently. But yeah, so this is my shop, and this is what I do, make my products. Yeah, it's just such a nice. I love, you know, to be here. My kids are in school now, so it's just like, you know, I have this time to actually make and try to improvise, and or just get ideas, you know, like kind of thinking a little bit. But yeah, it's just I have all these bags in here, like halfway, and I'll show you guys how they look at the end. I have different colors. I have burgundy, black. I have, you know, like gold color, like this one. You have pink ones, red. So yeah, I actually sew zippers to these ones right here. If you can see, it's already done for these zippers. These ones too. So this is what I do after, you know, I still have them right here like that. So after I sew them, that's how they become. So I just flip them. And So this is the other part, you know, the part that is behind. And yeah, so this is some other ones. And actually, look at this. I just found my other scissors. I have, this one is the one that I've been using, and that's why I bought the other ones, you know, because still, you know, it works so fine. It's just like the tip of this one is just like more like thin. I don't know what it is, but it just feels good to the hand like this, you know. But yeah, I have this, and I don't know what my smaller Kai. Um, Actually, these are three different sizes that I have. Actually, yeah, so I got three sizes of these. So if you wanna do like more like thicker, or you know, like the radius of your scrunchies, like, you know, it has different um, sizes in here. And actually, I got this thing for $20. $20. So it was just like a big, and actually when I got it, so I think I got it as a tide flipper or something like that. And it would just flip anything, so it's just like an industrial one. And I think it was like 120, like if you buy a brand new or something. And I didn't know how to use this thing, to be honest. I mean, I was just like, I just don't have any idea how to use it. So I actually had to email, like, you know, the owner, and ask him how to use it, because I just didn't know, you know, how to do it. And yeah, so I just got it for $20. And yeah, and this is just such a nice and good you know, thing to have, and just to flip my scrunchies. Yeah, so I show you guys how to do it, you know. Yeah, so this is there you go. So this is my shop, and yeah, thank you so much and for watching. And I'll see you guys soon. Thank you.